welcome to Fran Brown Pilates. Hope you're all well. So we're going to be doing just under an hour Pilates today. Remember to work at your own level. Make sure you've got your mat, you've got enough space, you're not going to bump into anything, and grab any equipment that you need. So you've got the option of using your activation band. We're going to be adding in some arm work with the rubber band if you want to, always optional of course, or you could always add in some light weights or a can of beans or something like that, whatever you've got at home if you want to just ramp it up another level. Wrist grips if you need those obviously for your wrists. Okay, so standing nice and tall, breathing in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, relax the shoulders and engage the core. So remember, draw the abdominals through to your spine, try and get that core connection, 3 points of connection. Don't overarch the low back, tuck it under a little bit, chin retracted, breathing in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth and try and feel that connection front to back. Okay, so let's start off with our warm up, feet hip distance apart. Check your knee alignment. So basically, when we roll down, make sure the knees don't do that. You need to put a little bit of resistance against the band, if you've got the band, so you're keeping your knees in the correct alignment, but also working more muscles by doing that, more core muscles, working muscles around the knees, hips and back. Okay, so up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out, heels back down, abdominals in, tuck the chin in, open the shoulder blades, so you're rolling down one vertebra at a time. Push those hips back, but don't arch your lower back. Draw the abdominals in so that lower back is lengthened. All right, so breathe normally, keep the abdominals in, and just relax the arms, head, neck, and shoulders, and feel a bit of a stretch going on there in the back of the legs, the calves, back of the thighs, buttock muscles, and lower back. Breathing in, breathing out, and again, draw those abdominals in, slowly roll up. Tuck the chin in so we get a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Good, all the way back. And again, check your posture, neutral, chin retracted. Up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out. Hinge the hips back, draw those abdominals in. Lumbar spine lengthened. Tuck the chin in and relax the arms, head, neck and shoulders. Breathe normally, abdominals in, hinging the hips back, and just feel a gentle stretch in the back of the legs. Breathing in, breathing out, and slowly coming up. Draw those abdominals in, keep the feet, knees, hips, shoulders, arms all in line, and of course the all important knee alignment there. So push out a little bit against the resistance of the band to strengthen the muscles around the joints. Great. Okay, back to the center. So adopt your correct postural position, knees, hips, 3 points of connection, and just roll those shoulder joints now. Breathing in and out. In, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the chin retracted, keep the arms relaxed. Okay, and then we're going to do one after the other. So nice and slowly, nice big circle, forwards, up, back and down. That's it, lengthening the back of the neck. Okay, just add the upper body in. So keep the hips facing the front, and we're just going to move the upper body as well, just to loosen up a little bit. Great, all right, relax the shoulders, raise the hands. Elbows back level with the ears down. Breathe out, draw the abdominals in, stretch up. Just stretch up from the shoulder blades, so keep those arms back, elbows level with the ears if you can. If you can't get that position, breathing in, breathing out, then bend the elbows a little bit. The important thing is having the elbows level with the ears, so when you stretch up, the stretch isn't coming from here in a hunch position, it's coming here from your shoulder blades, so you're lengthening. So if you can't get that elbows level with the ears, bend the elbows a little bit and just stretch up from there. That's it. All right, then one arm a little bit further, breathing in, breathing out, stretch from the shoulder blade, from the upper back. Good, and then arms behind you. Shrug the shoulders, breathing in, breathing out, shoulders down. Keep that chin retracted, core muscles engaged, breathe in, breathing out. So remember, as you breathe out, Remind those core muscles to pull them in. Breathing in and then just lengthening. Take the arm out to the side. The movement comes from the shoulder blades, you're lengthening, stretching. Good, and relax. All right, hold that position. Chest open, arms slightly behind you. Abdominals in. And just relax the head forwards and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Chin back and down slightly. So we're getting a nice lengthening there through the back of the neck. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, lift the chin slightly and then head forwards. Have the breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in, head forwards. Push out against your band if you're using the activation band, so you're working more core muscles. Good, back to the center, chin retracted. Keep the arms still slightly behind you, shoulders open. Stretch the jaw up towards the ceiling. Good, and relax. Breathing in, breathing out. Other side, shoulder down. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, back to the center. Turn the head to the side. Open the chest a bit more, breathing in, breathing out, and then bring the head forwards. Chin to the chest, up to the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Last one. And back to the center. Chin retracted. Relax the ear to the shoulder. Add the arm in, breathing in. Breathing out, bring the head across. And shoulder, lengthen this shoulder away. Great, and then the other side, breathing in. Breathing out, stretch. Shoulder down. Good, and hands behind the head. Tuck that chin in first, breathing in. Breathing out, try and bring the chin to the chest and then use the arms to bring the head forwards. Just the head and neck, a little bit of the upper back. And slowly come back up. Good, fantastic. Okay, legs a little bit wider or a lot wider. So we're activating our inner thighs. Okay, turn the feet out slightly, but make sure you've still got your correct knee alignment. So if the knee isn't level with the second or third toe, you need to bring the feet in a little bit more that way. But you can turn them out if you can keep that correct knee alignment. So up to you. Breathing in, breathing out. Hinge the hips back. Remember, try not to let the knee and thigh come forwards. Breathing in, breathing out core muscles, shoulder blades back and down. Keep that chin retracted. Breathing in, breathing out. Make sure you feel that stretch in the inner thigh. And then we're going to hold it this time. So up to you. If you think you can stretch a bit more, take the leg a little bit wider, sink the hips back a little bit lower, turn the feet out a little bit more, so you get a good stretch there in the inner thigh. Brilliant. Okay, bring the feet back, and then we'll do the other side. Sink the hips back a little bit wider, turn the feet out. If you want to, if you're able to get that deeper stretch there, just watch the knee alignment. Good, fantastic. So bring the feet back to normal position, and then we're going to go into our hip flexor stretch. So turn the body around, squat down, keep the back nice and straight, breathing in, breathing out. Close that rib cage, draw the abdominals in, tip the pelvis under a little bit, so we're activating that hip flexor. Good, both arms up in the air. So interlace the fingers, stretching up like that. Stretching up from the shoulder blades, breathing in, breathing out, lifting up and back, tip the pelvis under, stretch the arms up, chest up and back slightly, but as you stretch the arms up, draw the shoulder blades back and down at the same time. Draw those abdominals in. Good, and relax. And then we're just going to switch around the other way. Squat down, always hold on if you need to. Back nice and straight, tip the pelvis under. Arms up, interlace the fingers, turn them inside out if you can. Elbows level with the ears, same as before. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching the arms up, lift the chest, take it back slightly, tip the pelvis under, push the hips forward, a little bit more for your hip flexor. Good, and relax. Okay, front of your thigh stretch, so hold your foot, ankle or trouser leg, standing nice and straight, knees level, that's what we're aiming to do. Breathing in, breathing out, tip the pelvis under, so this is just a general stretch for the front of the thigh. That's it. If you can balance, take the hand away, hold the foot with both hands. If you're wobbling, you can always hold the ear. That sometimes helps with that balance issue. Okay, change legs. Knees level if you can, breathing in, breathe out, draw the abdominals in, push the hip forward, feel that stretch in the front of the thigh. Good, then again, take the hand away from the wall if you can balance. Hold your ear, the opposite ear, that helps with the balance. Or hold the foot with both hands, breathing in, breathing out, and repeat that stretch. Good. Fantastic. Okay, arms out in front. So we're going to focus on our shoulder blade retraction today. So it's very, very important because these days, we spend so much time like that. We do need to work on our shoulder blade placement. So rather than this position, we need to lift the chest, retract the shoulder blades, and that helps our posture. Once we're aware of those muscles a little bit more, we're able to hold ourselves more upright. We've lost the use of these muscles, well, not all of us, but generally over the years, and that's why we're getting a lot of this rounding. So we need to work those shoulder blades, work the muscles around there, so you can hold yourself more upright. That's the idea. Okay, so arms out in front, feet, knees, hips in line, breathing in, breathing out. So draw the abdominals in. So first of all, you're going to stretch the arms forward, try not to hunch, open the shoulder blades, and then breathe in, breathe out. Keep the arms where they are, lift the chest and draw the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw the abdominals in at the same time. And you should feel some muscles working here, just below the shoulder blades. Rounding and retracting. It's very similar to the cat stretch we do on the floor. So very important. Squeezing, stretching, breathing in, breathing out, retracting. Pushing out against your core muscles, of course, here. Abdominals in, retract. Okay, so this time we're going to do the same thing. Retract, but we're going to open the arms out, slightly behind you, and then really stretch. Think of the middle finger stretching away from you. Good, and then forwards again, rounding, retracting. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, abdominals in, feel your core muscles activating, and open up, stretch. Again, this time we're going to go diagonal. Still keep the arms behind you if you can. No hunching. Keep the shoulders down. The stretch comes from the shoulder blades up and back. Good. And then the other side. Retract. Stretch. Good. Hold it. Retract. Okay, turn the hands inside out, reaching up and over. Take the legs a little bit wider. I'm just going to go into our side bend. Breathing in, breathing out. At this time, push the hips out a little bit more so we get more of a stretch there. And again, all important, elbows level with the ears. If you can, if you can't, if you find yourself hunching, bend the elbows a little bit so you're keeping that alignment. Breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in, stretching up and over. Good, and relax. So just going to do some simple wrist stretches. So take the arm out in front, place the flat hand on the top of the hand, stretch the arm out and turn the hand underneath you so you get that stretch in the wrist. Can you see that? It's very good, very important to stretch the wrists out. Then turn the hand the other way, but the palm is facing upwards, palm to palm, and then turn the fingers underneath you as you stretch out. Feel that stretch in the wrist. Okay, so we can do the same thing with the other arm. Flat hand, turn the palm underneath, or turn the hand, fingers underneath, stretch the wrist, stretch the arm, little stretch in the wrist. And then turn the hand the other way, flat hand to flat hand. Turn the fingers underneath you, stretch. Good, and relax. Okay, so we're going to go into our deep stretches. So today we're just going to do the one arm stretch rather than the cross the arm one. So bring one arm across the body, take the other arm just above the elbow, and then stretch the arm across until you feel a stretch in the shoulder joint. And breathe in, breathe out, and then reach, stretch a little bit more. That's it. And then what you can do, you can bend the elbow, and then you can take that shoulder around a little bit further for a deeper stretch from there, if you want to. Okay, and the other side, stretching across. Other hand, arm is just above the elbow there. Stretch across, reaching, breathing in, breathing out. Turn the chest, feel the stretch in the shoulder. And if you want a bit more of a stretch, you can just bend the elbow there. That's it. And then you can turn the shoulder around a little bit more for a deeper stretch. Brilliant. And then take the arms behind you, shoulders down, arms up, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, stretching up. Good, and relax. Okay, take your shoes off now if you want to. We're going down onto the floor. Again, remember, always work at your own level. So you can get the wrist grips out if you need to. Okay. So first of all, our deeper stretches. So feet hip distance apart. Get neutral spine position. Bend the knees a little bit, knee alignment. Up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in, hinge the hips back. Tuck the chin in, rolling forwards. One vertebra at a time. So this time we're going to hold this position. Again, make sure you're not over arching your low back that way or the other way. Hinge the hips back so your spine's in neutral position. Okay, bend your knees very slightly. Level with second or third toe, breathing in, breathing out. Straighten the legs, hinge the hips back until you can feel a good stretch there in the back of the thighs. The buttock muscle stretches your lower back as well. Bend and straighten. Good, hold it for a few seconds and then alternate. Bend one, straighten the other. Alternating. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretching, lengthening. Great. Okay, take the left leg out in front of you. Sink the hips back, abdominals in, and stretch the toes back. Turn the foot inwards and outwards. So you're getting that deeper stretch through the back of the leg. The other foot, stretching back, turn the foot inwards and outwards. Okay, so we're going to come forwards into our plank. Remember your different levels. So you can always come down, do it on your knees rather than full plank position, and use the grips if you want to. So we're coming forwards here. First of all, into our downward dog stretch, using the grips if you need to. Just remember with the grips, if you are using the grips, the idea is not to turn the hand that way. Try and have the wrist in more of a straighter position so it helps you. All right, so into your downward dog stretch first. That's what I did, the slippage. Good, hips up, stretch the arms, abdominals in, bend and straighten, alternate knees. Now really stretch the spine. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching back, arms, shoulder blades. Good, abdominals in there. You must keep the abdominals in as we come forwards into our plank. And of course, just bring the knees down onto the mat if you want to. Forwards and back, so up to you. Full plank, knees plank, abdominals in. That's the most important thing. Your plank exercise works the whole body. They're there, coming forward, so you do it your full plank or knees plank, or you can do like a halfway, hook the feet up behind like that. Same thing, coming forwards and back, abdominals in, forwards and back. So work at your own level here. And then we're just going to do a little bit today, put these down, of forearms plank. So we're going to take our forearms, okay, onto the mat. So it's the same thing, it's still plank, but it doesn't hurt your wrist as much. There's not so much pressure on the wrist. but it works your shoulders a little bit more. So abdominals in, again coming forwards there, stretch back, so you can do it on your knees, like this, forwards and back, heels up behind, forwards and back, or you can do it in your full plank position. I'm just having a bit of a rest today. This is a really good stretch for your back. It also works the shoulders, the arms, abdominals in, forwards and back. Okay, and relax. And stretch back. Arms out in front, sit back on your heels. Relax the arms, then bring the hands down by the side of you if you're able to, into your child's pose stretch to relax the back. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. This relaxes your back muscles, your buttock muscles, your arms and your shoulders. Brilliant. Okay, and back up, we're going to go into our cat stretch, which is exactly what we were doing earlier, if you remember, with that shoulder blade retraction. So we're in this position. You can use the grips if you need to. That's it. So we're in all fours position, breathing in, breathing out, rounding the shoulder blades, abdominals in, tuck the hips under a little bit, and then lift the chest, shoulder blades back and down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lengthen through the spine, rounding and retracting. Try not to lift the chin up too much. Just continue with that lengthening, rounding. There. Good, and relax. Brilliant. Okay, I'll pop your wrist grips away, and then we're going to go into our rolling down. So again, using your band if you want to. You've got lots of different resistances with your bands. I think most of you have got the blue or the black, whatever anyway. Okay, so different things you can do with your rolling down. Especially all my ladies like to work the biceps and the back of the arm, so we can add that in here. Just to get our exercise going first. So feet hip distance apart again, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, rolling back down, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals, squeeze the buttock muscles as we come back up. So rolling down. So you can use the band if you want to. And wind the band up a little bit more. So when you come back up, elbows tucked in, and then we can add in just a bicep curl there. It's up to you. Okay, don't forget everything else. So buttock muscles, squeezing abdominals. You can go all the way back with this one if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out. And if you want to work the back of the arm, bring the hand down, make sure you don't let the feet go, and then you can extend the arm backwards, breathing in, breathing out for the back of the arm. Breathing in, breathing out, obviously swap sides, breathing in, breathing out. So a few options there, or you can always just hold the band like this. That's it, big stretch up, breathing in, breathing out, coming up, abdominals, buttock muscles, and then of course, if you're not able to get down on the floor and come back up with control, just go down a little way, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, squeeze the buttock muscles, rounding, squeezing, up to you, lots of different levels here, stretching up and back, slow and controlled, keeping feet, knees, shoulders, arms in line, that's it, unless you're using the band of course, squeezing. And if you just want a little bit more of a challenge, you can take one leg off the mat, and then you'll find you're working and strengthening one side of the body separately from the other, which is quite good because one side often stronger than the other one. And then we're going to hold it there, just roll back a little bit. I want you to cross the hands over your chest like this. That's it, abdominals in, and we're just going to open, open, close, close, open, open, close, close. Just drawing those abdominals in all the time. So we're here, there, 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 there. Abdominals. And you're going to feel a lot more there in your core. Okay, fantastic. Hug your knees, nice deep breath in and out, rounding the shoulder blades. Good. Okay, so rolling back down. I'm going to go into a swimming, our leg slides. So make sure, as always, neutral spine position. Remember with this exercise, if you want to work harder with the bands, bring the bands down a bit lower, or if you're finding there's too much restriction, bring the band up a little bit higher. So press the shoulder blades into the mat. Make sure the head is in the right position. If you make a fist, place it underneath here. There should be no gaps there. If you find that your chin is like that, you can't bring it down, you need to put a cushion or ball, something there, so you're lengthening the back of the neck, and that will help you with the neutral spine position as well. Press the shoulder blades into the mat, and then opposite arm and opposite leg. Lengthen, stretch with the breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in, stretch the arm and leg away from each other, point the toe, flex the foot. Really feel those core muscles working. So you're really pushing your back towards the mat really to stop it arching, and you're engaging those abdominals. That's it. Vary the arms, so you can take one arm out to the side, big stretch out with the arm, and back, and the other arm. That's it. Both arms back. Just don't lose focus. Make sure you still got your neutral spine position. Remember, pelvic bone and rib cage squeezing together. That's the most important thing. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching through the spine. And you can open both arms out to the side as well. That's it. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so if you want to bring your legs up into your various tabletop variations. So if you're starting out, breathing in, breathing out, remember, squeeze the bicep muscle, just bring one leg up and then one leg down. Squeezing the bicep muscle each time. I like this exercise anyway as a bit of a warm-up, because it really engages the pelvis, the buttock muscles, the core as well. So you breathe in, breathe out, abdominal, squeeze the buttock muscle as well as you lift the leg and as you bring it down again. It really engages one side separately from the other. So you can add in the arms if you want to here. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, then you can bring your feet up into your tabletop, or you can do one up, one down, just as long as that's it, as long as you're keeping your neutral spine position. And then finally in your tabletop position, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, touch the foot to the mat. That's it. With or without the arms, add the arms in if you want to. Lengthen the back of the neck. That's it. And then of course you can extend the legs fully, as long as you can keep your neutral spine position. That's it. Breathing in, breathing out, close that rib cage, extending. If you find the back arching, go back to this one where you're just touching the foot to the mat, with or without the arms. Up to you. Okay, so then add in, if you want to, hands behind the head. Good, and then we're going to add in a diagonal mountain climber. But make sure you relax the head in the arms. Try not to pull up with the neck, and diagonally. That's it. Speed it up a little bit if you want to. Abdominals in. Good, and relax. All right, knees into the chest. Circle the hips round, one way and the other way. Okay, so we're going to do something, one of my exercises I haven't done for a while. So I want you to start off with your feet on the mat, breathing in, breathing out. And you're going to take one knee out to the side, squeezing the bottom muscle, and back. Breathing in, breathing out, and then the other one. I'll just do it around this way so you can see what I'm doing. So obviously if you've got the activation band, you're going to feel it quite a lot in the buttock muscles, back of the thighs. And if you're not feeling it very much, you can bring the band down a little bit lower. Okay, breathing in, Breathing out, so abdominals, turn the knee out to the side, keep the pelvis level, squeeze the buttock muscle. And then we're going to do both at the same time. And squeezing, breathing in, breathing out, and squeeze, breathing in. Okay, so this is your sort of warm-up, if you like. So we're going to do that same exercise from our tabletop position. Okay, so if it's too much, please go back down to the one with the feet on the mat. So breathing in, breathing out. So you're going to take one knee out to the side and back. Breathing in, breathing out, and the other one. So abdominals, buttock muscles. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. So just working abdominals, just working your legs. How are we doing? Okay. All right, then we're going to do both together. Breathing in, breathing out. So squeeze the feet together and open both knees. Abdominals in and back again. Squeezing the feet. You should feel this in the buttock muscles, backs of the legs, obviously abdominal muscles. Okay, so we're going to add in another layer if you like. Again, up to you. Please work at your own level. So hands on the knees, breathing in, breathing out. Take both knees apart. Breathing in, breathing out. So bring the legs back. When you bring the legs back, okay, you're going to extend the legs away from you and then curl up, point the toes, flex the feet, bring the arms around in a big circle, hands on the knees and come back down again. So that's the exercise. And you can add in a couple more circles if you want to. So again, here, breathing in, breathing out. Knees apart, squeeze the bicep muscles together, squeeze the feet together, extend the legs, curling up, reaching up. Now hold that position if you can, and we'll do a couple of circles there with the arms. Draw the abdominals in, hands on the knees, back down again. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, legs apart, and together, squeeze, curling up. Nice big circle with the arms a couple of times, and then we're going to hold it there if you can. If it's uncomfortable, take the hands behind the head, and we're going to do just like a scissors action, if you like, with the legs, little scissors action, and crisscrossing that way, abdominals in. Okay, and then from there, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can either leave the head on the mat or you can curl up, and we can go into our split leg position. If it's too much, just bend the knee a little bit from there, up to you. Breathing in, so abdominals in. You can add in abdominal curl if you want to. Good, and relax. All right, knees into the chest. So lots of different layers there, lots of different levels. Circle the hips round one way and the other way. Good, arms out to the side. And we're going to go into our spine stretch, so breathing in, breathing out. So the legs one way, hip comes off the mat, head goes in the other direction. Roll the spine back, breathing in, breathing out, and the other way. So if you notice today we didn't do our squats when we were standing up, that's why I've added in. I thought we'd do this more leg work today on the mat. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Breathing in, breathing out. Great, all right, feet back on the mat. Hands down by your side. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, and then roll your head side to side. And up and down. And then we're going to go into our low back stretch. So stretch the legs out, stretch the arms in the other direction, point the toes, flex the feet, bring the left knee in towards the chest. Now press your lower back into the mat, curl up if you want to, breathing normally but keep the abdominals in, and we want to hold it for about 10 seconds or more, so you're really feeling that stretch in the low back. Good. And again, stretching out, arms and legs, point the toes, flex the feet, bring the right leg in, Good. Press your lower back into the mat. It's optional to curl up. Again, holding it for about 10 seconds. Point the toes. Flex the feet. You don't have to lift the head off the mat if you don't want to. You can do the stretch like this, keeping the neck nice and lengthened. Stretching out. Great, and relax. Okay, we're going to roll over onto our side. I'm going to do side lying leg exercise. So we're going to target the deeper buttock muscle. So we've got obviously the large gluteus maximus buttock muscle. We've got some deeper buttock muscles which are very important for looking after your back, for strengthening your back. So we're going to try and activate those. So how we do that is we leave the bottom leg on the mat, so it's not doing anything at all. So just bend it. The top leg is straight out. Make sure you've got your lumbar spine lengthened, you're not overarching the back, hand on the floor. Okay, now all we're going to do is a simple leg lift to start off with, breathing in as you lower, breathing out as you lift, making sure you're not arching your back. Draw the abdominals in. If you find it is pinching on your lower back, bring the leg a little bit further forward, like that. All right, lengthen the leg, draw the abdominals in as you lift. So we're working the larger buttock muscle here, gluteus maximus. You should be able to feel that. Point the toe, flex the foot, lengthening the leg, lengthening the spine. Draw the abdominals in so your back doesn't arch. Okay, so if we change the position of the leg slightly, we can activate deeper buttock muscles. So first of all, turn the leg outwards so the toe is more facing the ceiling. And then all you can do is lift the leg up and down, leading with the toes. Breathing in as you lower, breathing out as you lift. And you should feel the emphasis switch to a deeper buttock muscle in there. So give that a go. Breathing in as you lower, breathing out as you lift. So my foot is flexed, toes turned up towards the ceiling. Don't let the hips roll backwards. Okay, then we're going to turn the foot the other way. So your toe is pointing towards the floor. And then we're going to lead with the heel. Foot flexed. Again, deeper buttock muscle here. We're activating gluteus minimus and medius. As I said, very, very important for supporting your back, strengthening the muscles around the hip and your lower back. And I hope you can feel that. It's one of my favourite exercises. Good. And relax. Okay, let's roll over and repeat that on the other side. Okay, rest the head on your arm or the ball. So your bottom leg is just relaxed, you're not doing anything at all. Top leg straight. Make sure you've got your 3 points of connection in your spine so you're not hunched forwards. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen the leg, abdominals in and lift. Breathing in as you lower, breathing out as you lift. That's it. As I said, if it's pinching your low back, draw the abdominals in or bring the legs slightly forwards. Breathing out as you lift, abdominals in as you lower. Work at your own level. It's quite tough if you've got the activation band on. So do move it up a little bit higher if you need to get more resistance. Okay, so again, like we did before, just turn the leg outwards. So we're leading with the toes and you're lifting the leg up and down. So you should feel slightly deeper buttock muscle activating here. Breathing out as you lift, in as you lower. Keep going. Breathing out and in, abdominals in. 3 points of connection in the spine. Okay, then you're going to turn the foot towards the floor. If you haven't got the activation band, you'll probably have to do a few more repetitions. But with the activation band, you don't need to do many. Turn the foot towards the floor, leading with the heel, breathing in as you lower, breathing out as you lift, abdominals in. So hopefully you can feel that deeper buttock muscle activating now. And do a few more if you want to. Fantastic. All right, roll back over. Take the activation band off. And we're going to go into our stretching section. So roll over onto your back. I'm just going to put some music on. So hopefully that's going to come on. Okay, so take your activation band off. it. I want you to bring your knees into your chest. This time, hands in between the legs, grab your ankles, draw the feet in towards you, turn the knees out to the side to relax the bottom muscles, stretch those inner thighs. Good, and relax. Okay, so grab your activation band or your rubber band and we'll go into our deeper leg stretches. So left leg up in the air, right leg out along the mat. Point the toes, flex the feet and use the band to stretch the toes back a little bit more, straighten the legs a little bit more. Point and flex, and then hold the foot in the flexed position, turn the whole leg inwards and outwards. Okay, all right, hold the band in one hand, keep the foot flexed, and take the left leg over to your right. Move that leg forwards and backwards. Okay, bring the leg back, swap hands, take the leg out the other way. This time keep the pelvis on the mat. If you can, turn the leg outwards as well, so you're getting that inner thigh. Great, all right, bring the leg back. Swap legs. Right leg up in the air. Point the toes, flex the feet. And stretch that leg back a little bit further. Okay, hold the foot in the flexed position and turn the whole leg inwards and outwards. Take the right leg now over to the left, keep the foot flexed. And then move that leg forwards and backwards, feeling the stretch in the buttock muscle. Probably feel this quite a lot because of that exercise we did, buttock muscles. Okay, bring the leg back. Swap hands, take the right leg out to the right. Keep the foot flexed, turn the leg outwards as well so you get that stretch in the inner thigh. And move that leg forwards and backwards. Great. All right, bring the leg back, take the bands away. And we're going to finish off with our hip stretch. So left foot on the bent right knee, level pelvis. Turn that knee out to the side till you feel a stretch in the hip. Quite flexible and you're not feeling much of a stretch, make sure you've got the level pelvis, it's not twisting. And you can grab the right thigh, draw the knee in, turn that leg out to the side. Great. All right, change legs, right foot on the bent left knee. Again, level pelvis. You can always bring the leg up for a deeper stretch if you want to. Okay, so finally into your relaxation position. So you can stay like this, or you can roll over into that child's pose stretch that we did earlier, if you remember, like this. Up to you if that's comfortable. Roll over and do that one. That's really good. It's a really good stretch for your lower back. So choose your most comfortable position. If you're on your back, you can have the legs bent, the legs straight, knees apart. Just find a position that you can relax in for a few seconds, a couple of minutes. Relax the arms either by your side, relax them across your chest. And we're going to focus first of all on relaxing individually the muscles. So let the tension go in the neck. Roll the head side to side if you want to. Up and down. A little circle. Very nice if you've got the ball. Okay, now your arms. So tense the shoulders and relax. Tense the arms and relax. Hands and relax. Stretch the legs. Tense and relax. Up to you. So all the muscles relaxed, arms, shoulders back, find your most comfortable position. No tension in the body anywhere, all the muscles sinking into the mat. And then we're going to add in our Pilates breathing. So remember, in through the nose and out through the mouth. For our relaxation, we're going to make the breaths a little bit deeper, a little bit longer. So deep breath in through the nose. Long, slow breath out through the mouth. And then remember, we need to add in our thoracic breathing. So deep breath in through the nose, rib cage expanding sideways. Holding it for a few seconds. And long, slow breath out through the mouth, rib cage closing. Again, hold it for a few seconds. And repeat that sequence in your own time. Focusing on breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, breaths a little bit deeper, a little bit longer than before. And the rise and fall of the rib cage. And then you want to start trying to hold the breaths a little bit longer, and that will help your body go into a state of relaxation as your breathing slows down. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, long slow breaths, rise and fall of the rib cage, and totally relaxing all the muscles. Alright, we're going to slowly come back up. If you want to, you can always stay down a bit longer. Come up on all fours. I'm going to go into our cat stretch that we did earlier, or that shoulder blade retraction, if you like. Breathing in, breathing out, rounding the shoulder blades, draw the abdominals in. Breathing in, breathing out, lift the chest, shoulder blades back and down, lengthening through the spine, rounding, and don't overarch the low back. Alright, we're going to slowly come back up into our downward dog stretch. So stretch back, stretch the arms. Think about the shoulder blades back and down. Heels in towards the mat. And then bend and straighten one leg and the other one. Followed by your downward dog stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, keep the knees slightly bent. Walk the hands back up towards the feet. Breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in. Keep your knee alignment. All the way back up. Back to your start position. Arms relaxed by your side, slightly behind you. And like we did in the beginning, just roll those shoulders forwards, up, back and down. And then stretching up, arms slightly behind you, so the stretch comes from the shoulder blades. Cross your hands behind the head. Chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out, and then bring that head forwards. Chin to the chest, use the arms. Bring that head forwards a little bit more. And slowly come back up. Fantastic. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.